Maya was a beautiful, young, thoughtful girl who apologized for everything. I mean, things she didn't do, things that didn't need an apology, Maya will apologize for it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Blossom's Corner. Today I want to share a story that seems painfully familiar to a lot of teens. It's about the story of Maya. Maya was a beautiful, young, thoughtful girl who apologized for everything. I mean, things she didn't do, things that didn't need an apology, Maya will apologize for it. So if you're a teen watching this video, or you're a parent who has noticed this in your teen, this video is for you. I'll advise you to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and let's break it down together. Let's help ourselves to understand why this happens. Meet Maya. She's 13. She's smart. She's kind, very quiet. Maya slips into the classroom each morning like she's trying not to disturb the air. One day, while the lesson was going on, Maya drops her pencil. Sorry, her friend asked her, "Hey, did you get the homework?" Sorry, wait, yes, here. The teacher called her name during attendance. Maya? Sorry, yes ma'am. Even walking past someone in the hallway, she whispers, "Sorry, excuse me." It became her default setting, her nervous heartbeat, her invincible shield. So let's pause Maya's story for a bit and let's talk. Why do so many teens apologize? Now, there are 4 roots to this problem. The first one is the fear of being judged. Now, when a teen believes that their needs inconvenience others, they tend to apologize to either stay likable or invincible. Root 2, growing up in environments where being quiet is equivalent to being good. Now, if a child is constantly told to be careful, be quiet, don't make a lot of noise, don't cause trouble, calm down. When you try to always make sure a child is perfect, in the long run, those children tend to shrink. And that can actually be a reason why they tend to apologize a lot. Thirdly, anxiety masking itself as politeness. Now, some teens use sorry to either soften every edge of their existence or just so that they don't, cause a lot of trouble or just anxious. Sometimes they don't feel welcome in a circle. They don't feel they are capable of being part of that circle. So they feel apologizing is more like making them look polite. But that's anxiety masking itself as politeness. And then the 4th root to this problem is past negative interactions. Now, a harsh teacher, a critical adult, or peers who have mocked a child can actually make that child or teenager feel that asking a question is a disruption. So this boils back to us parents. Even though we want to discipline our children, we want to be firm and stern, if you do it in a way that always criticizes what they do, then it makes them think less of themselves and feel that even their mere existence is an apology and should always say sorry if they have to ask a question, if they have to say something, if they have to bump into someone, even if they're laughing or doing something that they should be free about. Because they've always been constantly criticized, they first of all tend to apologize or soften the environment before they can actually exist. So when Maya apologizes every 5 minutes, she says she's not sorry, she's scared, she's trained, and she's just trying to survive socially. So she's not sorry she's not sorry because she hasn't really done anything wrong, but she's just scared of being criticized, scared of being judged. She just wants to exist in the social circle, and she feels that by her own capabilities, she's not worthy to exist in that circle. So she feels that she has to apologize, or she has to ease her way into the social circle. Now let's go back to Maya's story. One afternoon, Maya stayed back after class to ask a simple question. Miss, sorry, I just wanted to ask, sorry, is the test tomorrow? Her teacher paused and said gently, Maya, you've said sorry 3 times and you've done nothing wrong. For the first time, Maya noticed the weight in the room. Was she really apologizing for asking a question? For speaking? For existing? It sat heavy on her chest on her way home, like a mirror she'd avoided and finally caught her eyes. Because teens like that, most times they don't even want to look at themselves in the mirror because they don't feel they are capable enough. The next day, Maya decided to do something different. Now, this is the turning point in this story. Instead of saying sorry, she practiced one replacement phrase. Can I ask something? Simple, clean, respectful, and not self-shrinking. And so she decided to practice it because she had rehearsed it over and over and over again in front of her dressing mirror while she was getting ready for school. So she gets to class and she raises her hand, and instead of whispering sorry, she said, can I ask something? The teacher nods. Her classmates looked at her normally. Nothing exploded, like everything was fine. No one rolled their eyes. And then Maya realizes that she can actually take up space without apologizing for it. And that tiny sentence became her anchor. That tiny sentence became her stepping stone out of the invincible story. Maya had broken out of that invincible territory. So now I come back to you. One phrase. It won't change everything overnight, but it will give your brain a new pathway. Now, when a teen develops a replacement phrase, they tend to break the automatic apology loop because it comes naturally to them to always say sorry. But if they are able to intentionally, with emphasis on the word intentionally, if they're able to intentionally break it by replacing sorry with a more affirmative statement, then it breaks that loop. So if you're a teen watching this, or you're a parent guiding a teenager, there are 3 simple steps that inspired Maya's journey. Now, the first one is to notice your trigger. So asking a question, passing by someone, starting a sentence, making tiny mistakes, anything that will make you have to be heard or be seen. Now, those are triggers. Those are things that can trigger you to say sorry. Now, that's the first key to unlock. You have to be aware of it. Awareness is the first unlock out of this, the loophole. Secondly, you have to choose a replacement phrase. Now, you can pick one for the week and it's fine. Tiny steps, they say, actually, with tiny steps, you walk a great mile. So you could pick any replacement phrase. Give me a second. Excuse me. Can I ask something? thanks for waiting. You know, instead of saying sorry, anything but sorry is a replacement phrase. And keep it as simple as you can. And then thirdly, the third key is to practice in low pressure moments. Now, don't wait until when you're in class, when you're in front of all your classmates. You can start it up at home with your family. You can start it with your friends, those people who you feel very comfortable with. Those are the kind of people that you can start saying that to, you know. So guys, I've taken up I've developed a replacement phrase, and I don't want to be saying sorry anymore. And you can ask for help. So every time you subconsciously say sorry, these people can actually, you know, reset you back to say, oh, you said sorry, and then you repeat whatever it is you wanted to say with your replacement phrase. Now it takes your friends, it takes those who love you to help you to change. So use it for your friends, then your teachers, and trust me, your teachers would notice. And then you can now use it in bigger situations, on the road, in the bus, at the bus station, in the train station, wherever you find yourself. But you have to be very comfortable doing it outside, because you would have already done it and made all the mistakes in the midst of people who would not judge you. Remember, it was judgment and criticism. Those were one of the root causes of this thing. So yeah, Maya's story is actually real for so many people. If you've been apologizing for existing, I hope this video reminds you that your presence is not a problem. In fact, it is an addition to the entire universe. Your voice is not a disturbance. So choose a replacement phrase this week. Practice, practice, practice. Use small steps to build confidence. Now, to buttress this, I have prepared a pack of 30 affirmation cards that you can shuffle each day. Pick one and use it as your replacement word for the week as well. So ensure you do that. It's available in my Etsy store. I'm going to put the link in the comments as well. And I'd like you to comment your new replacement phrase, okay? Instead of saying sorry. If you're a teen who's watching this and you subconsciously tend to say sorry a lot, pick a replacement phrase, sorry, and put it in the comment section so that every other person can learn. If you have similar stories just as Maya's, please don't forget to share as well so that people can learn. And let's learn to practice, practice, practice. Don't forget to subscribe for more teen confidence tools. Don't forget to hit the like button, share so that everyone can know that yes, Blossom's Corner is back, and we're here to help you grow one moment at a time. All right, everybody, take care. Okay, bye.